Hey guys, Crew at Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Rick.
And we are back with Good Omens, the penultimate episode of this short series already. Last time on, guys, it was a hell of an episode.
Yeah. Your storms are brewing. Better get home quick, Annie.
In more ways than one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The jig is up. Heaven and hell both know the activities of their respective angels.
We don't know why the car is named Dick Turpin.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we haven't mentioned it, I don't think, in any discussions, but I keep writing it down. Why? They're doing that. We're getting closer here to some kind of apocalypse, but now they know things are wrong. Yeah,
That little shit's doing all kinds of stuff. And then those other people are banging under the bed.
they are. It's fantastic. And which demon is stuck in the answering machine too?
The one with the frog on his head, because the other one's dead.
The other one is way dead.
Damn, I forget their names. The
Haster.
one guy got melted with holy water.
Yeah,
Haster.
hasta la vista. All right. Well, I'm excited to get in to see what they have for us this episode.
Yes.
So let's start.
Do I look like I run a bookshop?
Nice.
Hey, he just clicked like the TARDIS.
Yep. He did.
I see the fell! I see the fell! Where the heaven are you, you idiot?
Where the heaven are you?
Exactly.
Somebody killed my best friend!
Aw, you're my best friend.
All of you!
My new friends will be together
Oh, his
soon.
eyes
Shit.
are all...
They're
They have no
coming here.
mouths, I
And then we
forgot.
make everything better.
He didn't have those, he put those on to walk out to take them off, because he didn't have them on.
Shouldn't this, should
Oh yeah, he's like Rick. He found a set that he liked and then he bought like 12
it's
of them
so
off
funny.
Amazon.
What are you going to do? You can't possess them.
Oh.
Can. You're not a demon, you're an angel.
Is he gonna possess something?
But he can be a fallen angel.
What are you...
I'll figure it out. As I go.
Whoa, that's cool.
England?
Going to London.
You have to smile! I can make it happen! Smile! Smile!
Ah! It's like Joker venom.
Yeah.
You go, boy. May fortune be with you. Anathema, my descendant. I trust you will be fine of feature and mighty of... Oh, my dear lord.
Get dressed.
In mighty of what?
I don't know.
What word? I want to know what word she used.
Find this Adam and then we... I lost my best friend.
Aw.
So sorry to hear it. Listen, back at my bookshop...
He doesn't know he's
there's a
someone
book
him,
I
does
need
he?
you to get.
Yeah.
Nice and accurate prophecies.
Agnes Nutter! Yes, I took it!
You have it. Look inside. I made
Look,
notes.
souvenir.
It's all in there.
Purpose of your visit to the UK?
I ride to where the end of the world begins.
The
Sounds
same
like
lady. Oh, shit.
He's there playing a game.
It's a trivia game in an
Yeah,
arcade.
Yeah.
I was trying to read all of them.
Death knows everything. Something was Mario Brothers.
When did you get here?
I never went away. The tea's getting cold, Lord.
If you've ever known anyone named John.
No.
You don't know a John?
Oh.
Is it all wrong? No, it's something real.
It's something real.
Why?
What you did to the M25 was a stroke of demonic genius, darling.
Oh, no.
It's the M25. You can't just get out and have a whittle in the middle of the road.
Can, and I will.
I can and I will.
The great beast.
What'd you say, Horace?
Hail the great
Hail the
beast.
great beast.
That's what I say when I gotta take a whittle.
Power of worlds.
Devourer of worlds.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Shit.
Damn.
He didn't get to whiz.
I'm hanging up the phone now.
Too late.
Lisa, no!
Yeah.
Run, Lisa! Lisa!
Oh, gosh. That's the worst of it.
Oh, poor Lisa. Oh, they're all bones.
Jesus.
This Antichrist of yours, how many nipples does he have?
Oodles of them. Pots of nipples. Nipples everywhere.
And I'm your man.
Oodles.
I'm your man.
What weapons do you have?
Oh.
And the thunder gun of Witchfinder Colonel Dalrymple. It'll
Thunder
fire
gun.
anything. Silver bullets.
That's werewolves.
Garlic.
Vampires.
Bricks.
That should do nicely.
Bricks?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Windscreen wipers, you gotta hand it to the man.
Yeah.
He's getting scared. Oh, the fire's getting closer.
This day's already got better.
What's he doing?
He's just driving in, baby.
You just can't break the spout! This is not funny! If you've gotta go, then go with style!
Jesus.
Better to burn up than to fade away.
Oh, it's just a good thing he came here and found him.
Wait, he's okay.
Yes.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
He's smiling and waving. I love it.
Right now, that's someone else's problem.
He was waving.
Dog, come back!
Is he leaving
The
too?
dog's leaving.
Yeah.
Dog, you would have gotten Australia.
He would have never survived there. They're creatures worse than hellhounds.
Man, even the Hellhound left him. Whoa. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Are we like rewinding time? What are we doing?
I have no idea.
Little one. Hello, Adam.
Are we turning him away from being a monster back to a person? Is that the idea?
Yeah, maybe.
Holy shit.
What's this kid doing?
He's gonna bash him in the head.
He's just prepared, man.
Yeah, well, he has a chance.
Yeah.
He's a smart kid.
He is a smart kid.
I met some of the guys who work there at the village pub, but why would we go there? I mean, all they have left in there is communication technology, computers and stuff. Nothing explosive at all.
But he can touch it.
Yeah. He's bad with computers. Right?
Oh my gosh, are they gonna fly?
ET
They're
moment.
flying!
Okay, I guess that works. Never mind.
He put the signal.
He signaled.
Winds its way round through the right. Eventually, it's signposted Porrett's Lane. You come into the village, you go up past the bullet fiddle, and you can't miss it.
Not sure I got that.
I did. Let us go.
I did. That is so cool.
Just one guy.
Neil
He's
Gaiman.
reading a Neil Gaiman
book.
What?
He was
Yeah.
reading- yeah, it was great.
He was reading Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is the place.
Oh, that's so good.
Shit, that's so cool.
It's been on fire for 100 miles, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Very unusual weather for the time of year.
I'm afraid I hadn't noticed.
That's probably because your stupid car is on fire.
He's telling the truth. I'd know if it was.
Will you please stop interrupting? I am trying.
Yeah, I just thought I'd put in a good word for.
Yeah, I understand. But
Will you please be quiet, both of you? Ma'am, I must respectfully ask you to.
His American accent's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it started, right?
Sort of performance from a modern car. Crowley. Hey, is here if I'll see if I can ride.
Which one of you did that? Okay, those kids are in big trouble. So don't move.
Adam just goes in.
All the chickens are coming home to roost.
Listen, kid, you're on military property.
I think you all need to go to sleep now. All you soldiers.
Well,
At least he put him to sleep.
I'm here!
Up, up, up,
He is here. Everything ends now. Time is over.
Time.
Oh no!
It ended. I
Son
wasn't
of a
expecting it to end.
bitch. Ah, great time.
Everything's coming together now. One last location. We're all here.
What a fun show.
It was a really fun episode.
It's just a lot of fun to watch. Like, I don't feel particularly challenged in terms of like, all right, trying to figure out
Understanding.
what's
Yeah.
happening or what's going to happen next. I'm just having fun watching it happen.
I agree.
It's such good entertainment.
Yes,
Because
no,
I feel more entertained from this than I do like an episode of Game of Thrones or Westworld or something like that. That's really complicated and a lot of moving parts and stuff like that. Like this is just.
Well,
fun.
I mean, yeah, one is it's harder to watch just because like it's expecting you to try to figure out what is happening and why it's happening, and it's trying to trick you or it's trying to do that. Whereas this is just like, here it is. This is what's happening. This is what's going to happen next. Here's what happens next. You know, and it's I'm not demanded to know why there's a 100-foot wall of fire. Just that's what he made one day, and that's what they're using.
Yep.
Whenever it said like, you know, he has one thing that other demons don't have, imagination, I was like, damn, okay. Thankfully, that other guy doesn't have imagination because his like summoning through maggots and then turning into giant worms and shit, like I guess that just happened. He didn't imagine that shit.
Yeah. Like that's
Just
part
his
of his
nature,
like,
I
power
guess.
base. Yeah.
Man, that guy got out of there, ate those people, showed up in the car, and died.
Yep.
Yes.
Like
It was
he'd
a
have been
nice
better
little
just staying
bow
there.
on the end of that plot line.
Yeah, it's
Tied
like
up that
the
loose
show
end.
has a lot of wonderful elements, and the story is like this thread that is stretched so thin it's just about to break, but it manages to just hold it all together.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an excuse for these characters to do stuff, which I love.
Even the little kid, like being all evil and stuff, and then to the point of like, oh, my friends don't want to be my friends anymore, and they don't like me. My dog's leaving me. I'll be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, even he knows, like, he has this information that he shouldn't have and stuff like that. Like, there's a certain amount of predestiny that he's almost going against, right? His goodness is going against, so...
Yeah, he seems to know stuff maybe from the whispers in his head that are talking to him or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, you know, would the Antichrist have free choice? Because Christ had free choice, right? In theory. Like, he was tempted, and if he had not been tempted... I mean, the reason he was tempted is because he could have chose differently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the garden before the crucifixion, he did go and ask for this burden to be taken from him. And then, you know, God, and the Bible's like, this is your duty. And he's like, okay. And he takes it. So I guess you could say, like, did he ask and want to not have it happen? But ultimately, it was his choice. So there's a lot of questions when it comes to that kind of thing. But
yeah,
I think that at least in this story, because Adam was raised by not Ron Swanson, he has a certain level, and he has these good friends and stuff too. He probably wouldn't have had that in the other
Yeah,
place.
he would have just been tossed around to babysitters and nannies, and
so he has a level of goodness that's inherent about him, so that the predestined evil isn't really affecting him as much.
The voice of the one guy in the when the woman was being the channel or whatever, Ron, the guy, the voice was Johnny Vegas. He's another pretty famous British comedian.
Oh, okay. I didn't recognize that. Was funny though. I love that scene.
Yeah.
She's like, no, this is real.
Shut up.
And it's funny that there is an element, like, actually, there is a spirit hanging out. So, like, the spirits come and try to do it, but she's scamming them. So,
yeah.
That's really funny.
I like that little element there with her and the Witchfinder General dude, and just all that was just like fun little scenes, and her like being Aziraphale.
Aziraphale.
I just remember AZ.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, you know, it's fun that everything is coming together.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you guys pointed out in like episode 2 or whatever. It's like, that gun. You see that gun? That has to come back.
Yeah,
it's coming back. It's the
It came
thunder
back.
gun. Bricks, sure.
Love it.
That might do.
I still don't know what the Dick Turpin thing's gonna be.
We'll never find out, Eric.
No, we have to find out. We'll find out next episode.
Might get it next time.
But that's the only thing that's left over. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen next.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's
all. Aaron, I agree. Like, I wonder if the M25 thing, because we're not British, we probably don't get that joke. But it'd probably be something like, the 405 in L.A. Oh yeah, that was designed by the devil.
Yeah, I just imagine it hitting harder for people that are of the area that are watching, being like, "Yes, I hate that thing so much."
Yeah.
It makes so much more sense that it's based by a demon.
It's so funny to me to think about Crowley, like, yes, I hacked computers and I did all this, and then he, like, under his breath, like, I also moved some markers at night, and it just shows him, like, like, and that's probably all he did was just move a couple markers.
Probably.
It was touching to see him mourn his friend as well.
It was very touching.
When he thought he was gone.
Yeah.
Like, you killed my best friend.
He said best friend.
He did. Also, probably only friend, as a matter of fact.
Well, the other thing, too, was, like, it felt like Aziraphale wasn't getting it either. He's like, I lost my best friend. He's like, oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. It wasn't like, I don't think he felt that he was mourning him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought that part was funny.
I don't think Aziraphale's prideful enough to think that he's the best friend.
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
yeah, definitely.
Well, there's that issue of angel, demon, we can't be friends, and they toss it back and forth all the time. And
But I'm still curious to know exactly what Lucifer and all them did to get thrown down. Because he kind of referenced it here, where it's like, oh, they were just all standing around. There's nothing to do that day. Like, what happened?
Well, it's like he wasn't doing anything. He was just a buddy of Lucifer's. So it's like you're hanging out with your buddy, you're at the bar just hanging out. All of a sudden, your other buddy fucking got into a fight, and all of you got kicked out, Like, that's what happened.
I mean, the sword has to come back somehow. There's only one episode left.
Do you think so? Do you think it comes back?
I think it has
I feel
to
like
come
it has
back
to.
They've
at
referenced
some
it every
point.
episode.
Or it's just one of those things that is like, oh, that's going to come back later, but they never do. So you're expecting that, but then they give you something else that you like more.
Like, at the end of all this, is there like a new Garden of Eden? And does he take up his post again?
I mean, if the apocalypse happens, maybe, but they might stop it. Because, I mean, the idea is that to be able to stop it, they have to kill Adam, right?
Well,
Isn't
that was the idea that they had.
I mean, Aziraphale wants the witch finder to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think killing him is the only way to stop it. You know what I mean? I think all of the bad influence and stuff that he had before, I think like all that's gone. I think he's just Adam now. And
well, it would be tragic if they just kill him anyway. Then
it would be.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I was wanting to look because I like the little things of like I have it paused here. I think it's American Gods that guy's reading.
Yeah.
I just like that being like a little thing, and I kind of want to go back and look at the restaurant that they were in and see like there was like a whole bunch of things on the screen that Death was playing with,
like that's like
trivia or something.
That's like having the Double Dragon arcade machine in the Double Dragon movie, right?
A little bit.
Kind of, yeah.
I found it kind of silly myself.
What, the book?
The Neil Gaiman book?
Yeah.
It's not the same universe.
Yeah.
Suppose that's true.
Yeah. I just
it would be if he was reading Good Omens.
Yeah.
That's when it I feel like it makes a sillier point, but I think the fact that he's reading another book by the author who wrote the book that this is based on is just like a fun Easter egg kind of thing.
I feel like having that in there is about the same kind of Easter egg as having a Gallifrey page flying behind David Tennant.
Yeah.
You know?
And him opening the door with the snap and closing the door with the snap was very
Doctor
Who
that was very
well. I like that.
Yeah, I haven't
Whether
seen him
that's
as Doctor Who.
intentional or not. It was great. I mean, with David Tennant, I've said a couple times, like I saw him as Kilgrave when Jessica Jones first, and then I watched him as Doctor Who. So I appreciate him on a couple different levels now. Like, I think most people saw him as Doctor Who and they just loved him since then, But like I felt like I got to kind of go at it a different way. So every time I see him now, I get a little excited, like I'm catching up to everybody else.
He's really good in Broadchurch.
Yeah, I need to watch.
Haven't seen Broadchurch yet.
I have a feeling that the Antichrist is going to have to be sacrificed to save this, like Jesus was sacrificed to save the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna end the same way.
He can't like save everything.
Well, he does, but by giving his life.
Well, maybe he'll just come back in 3 days.
That's possible.
I remember where's the video? There's a video of a religious scholar debate, and someone's talking about the sacrifice of Jesus, and his opponent is like, yes, I get it, he sacrificed, but would you do the same thing if in 3 days you got to come back and be God? And I'm like, it's not a bad point. So maybe he'll return in 3 days if he dies.
Could be.
I wonder what this other game is. So in this one thing, there's a trivia game, and it's just asking questions like, how do you say hello in Spanish? What year was Mario Brothers released? What's the fourth planet from the sun? But on the left one, there's a high score thing, and they're all like 9 million something, but it's DF, like initial and then F. But the very top one is T. Pratchett at 9,999,999.
Terry Pratchett. Yeah.
I wonder why.
It's the co-author of this.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Terry Pratchett has the high score over Death.
That's funny then. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
I didn't go back and see.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen it unless you pointed it out. But that's what happened.
Yeah, I just went back looking at these trivia things, trying to see like what kind of trivia things are these, and they're just random trivia things. But I saw that T. Pratchett has the high score over Death over like he has like there's like 12. And the top, all of them are Death except for that top one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can't beat the author, huh?
I suppose not.
Yeah.
I assume this is a different Death than the Discworld Death.
Yes.
I'd assume
not the same.
I love this Death is so funny. I don't know. There's just something about the way they show the visual and then have the voice and then the music in the background. It's just a very different, not as serious Death that I like. And,
actually, in some of the animated Terry Pratchett, there are Terry Pratchett novels that became like animated movies and stuff. Christopher Lee actually voices Death in a couple of them.
Well, it's a good voice for it.
Yep.
Okay, that's all I got. You guys got anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
No.
All right. Well, we have a finale that we got to get to, boys. So
One more.
All right.
One more.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the finale coming out next week. And if you don't want to wait a week, make sure you guys check out Early Access available over at patreon.com/blindwave, as well as full length for that and for this show and every other show that we do. So make sure you guys check that out. You can find links in the description to all that stuff, as well as Twitch and social media.